During the time of the Federation existed many extraordinary beings. One of the most peculiar were the symbiotes. These individuals had a symbiotic relationship with each other. Mother Nature has presented us with a remarkable union between two beings. The host evolved to the eventual surrender of their mind and body to their parasite cousins. Interestingly enough, in its first few days of life, less than 1% of hosts have the potential of being sentient, intelligent beings. As adults, without its head occupied by a symbiote, they demonstrate some form of lesser intelligence and behavior comparable to a simple lab rat of Earth. Most hosts are created on massive farms or cloned in cloning facilities, while a small percentage are born in special maternity clinics or on the estates of symbiote clans. Excerpts from the Braille Book Guide to Domesticated Host Behavior Cloning Facility 9 Work Training Material.
Communication and physical demeanor. With your hearing device or currently occupied in a domesticated host, you will find that hosts are extremely noisy when they're together. They can make a variety of guttural noises and high-pitched shrieks. If you hear your host making audible noises, there's a good chance something is going on. Although bipedal and capable of upright locomotion, when they are not in use, hosts mostly resort to a quadrupedal-like gait. They stand an average of 6 to 7 feet tall and can weigh between 130 and 300 pounds. They have a poor sense of smell, but very good eyesight and hearing. Their pigmentation is similar to our kin, coming in whites, greys and purples. Feeding. At our facility, the hosts are fed 3 times a day, consisting of a diet of meats, fungi and grains. The host will scavenge for anything, so staff is advised to keep staff food away from the opportunistic hands of our hosts when they are handling them. Hosts will also hoard food, so don't be surprised if you find yourself having to clean up spoiled food stashes in their enclosures. Behavior and aggression. One unoccupied host, or a few on their own, are docile and agreeable. But when they are in large groups, there could be instances of aggression amongst themselves. Hosts have a natural social hierarchy and will box to show who is the alpha host. However, if any host within that pack is crowned with a symbiote, that host is automatically seen as alpha. If you must have unoccupied hosts in large groups, keep hosts from harming each other by using shock collars or seat restrainers. When all basic needs are fulfilled, hosts will often fall in a brainless stupor or trance as if they are waiting for the next occupant. Studies show that hosts are the most stimulated and happiest when their head is occupied.
Exploitation of the host people is total and normalized. The globalization of the host can only be explained by investigating the many purposes the symbiote uses the host for. Host cloning facilities. A cloning facility is used to grow and clone hosts for other industries. These facilities accept genetic information from hosts who outlive their user, grown old and useless, or died. They are sent here to be used as cloning material for the next expendable batch. Blood extracting farms. Supplied with armies of cloned hosts, these unfortunate beings are used for food. For 27 hours a day, they are fixated upside down, lobotomized in an elevated contraption with many tubes connected to them. The tubes will constantly drain their veins of blood while other tubes provide nourishment to their bodies. Eventually, when they are completely drained, these hosts are replaced by younger clones and their bodies are cut up for meat products. Military-industrial complex. These bases purchases millions of clones and upgrade them by using gene manipulation, enhance them by means of biomechanical extensions, or force them to take performance enhancement drugs. Here the military train the minds of symbiotes and the bodies of hosts. Occupational training centers. They are centers that provide education to symbiotes for every other niche of society, such as doctors, technicians, teachers, firefighters, and so on. After a symbiote has gone to school to be a doctor, for example, upon graduation, they will be assigned a specialized host that was mutated to satisfy the physical requirements specific to that career the symbiote chose. Host maternity wards. This is the source of the beloved birth bodies. A birth body is a newborn host ripe for takeover by a symbiote newborn. These hosts are created naturally or through artificial wombs. Expecting parents will stay the last 3 months of their host's gestation period while they began theirs. The hosts used to breed these babies are the most genetically diverse hosts. If a symbiote family has a lot of money, however, they can get one grown to their heart's desire through genetic test tube selection. In 3 months' time they will have a designer baby to their specification. Many upper-class families actually have their own personal maternity ward where they breed lineages of hosts themselves.